All right, in this video, we are told to find the value of tan x in terms of alpha and beta. Now, we've been told that the cos of x plus alpha is equal to the sine of x plus beta. So, in order to solve this particular question, you need to make use of your identity. So, there is an identity that we call the compound angle identity. If you check some of our previous video, you would see the identity being given. In that case, we have the cos of an angle plus another angle, like in this case, the cos of x plus alpha is always going to be equals to the cos of x, the cos of alpha, minus the sine of x times the sine of alpha. So this is an identity, and I told you already in a previous video that identities makes our work quite simpler. So we have them handy, we can easily use them to tackle any question we have. So the same goes for the compound angle for the sine of an angle plus another angle, like in this case, sine of x plus beta. The identity told us that when we have a situation like this, the sine of it will be the sine of the first angle, the cos of the second angle, plus the cos of the first angle, then the sine of the second angle. These are all identities that you can always find a way to know them. All right, so using these identities, we'll go on to equate these two values together. So we can say that obviously, since this is this and this is also this, so we can go on to say that the cos of x, the cos of alpha, minus the sine of x, the sine of alpha, is equals to the sine of x, the cos of beta, plus the cos of x, the sine of beta. So looking at this, don't forget, I always say your answer is what sometimes determine the direction you're going to take. So you're trying to find tan x. And if you remember precisely, you would know that the tan of an angle x is always equals to the tan of x will be equals to sine x over cos x. So obviously, looking at this, that means it will be more favorable to move in a way where you can bring out sine x and cos x. So look at what I'm going to be doing there. So I'm going to endeavor to fix in. I can see this is sine x now. This is sine x. So I will move all of sine x to one side. Whatever I see sine x, I see sine x in, I move them to one side, and whatever I see cos x in, I move them to one side. So what I want to do next is I'll be factorizing cos x outside. I'll be factorizing sine x outside. Then from there, I'll be able to say sine x divided by cos x will be my tan x. So that's the whole idea towards solving this particular kind of question. So let's do that quickly. I have cos x, cos alpha. I bring this one here, minus cos x sine beta will be equals to sine x cos beta. So we can move this out of that place. Then plus, I'm bringing this here, plus sine x sine alpha. So the next thing to do here is to factorize cos x outside. So I can factorize cos x outside and I'll be left with cos alpha minus sine beta. And then I'll do the same for the other side. I factorize sine x outside and I'll be left with cos beta plus sine alpha. So this is looking more like what I'm interested in. I can decide now to divide both sides by cos x. The reason for that, why I'm not dividing by sine x, is because I know tan x is sine x over cos x. So if I divide both sides by cos x, if I fix cos x on both sides, Obviously, this particular cos x will cancel out on this, while in this other case, it will produce tan x. So what I can have here is I will be having cos alpha minus sine beta will be equals to sine x over cos x, and we have cos beta plus sine alpha. So obviously this produces tan x, so I'll be having tan x cos beta plus sine alpha. So this is cos alpha minus sine beta equals to that. So don't forget, we are looking for tan x. So I can divide through now by this particular value so that I can produce my tan x can easily come out. So dividing through by this particular value, that means I divide through by cos beta plus sine alpha. I divide this one also by cos beta plus sine alpha. So if you look at what's going on here, this obviously will cancel what we have there. So we'll be able to cancel this out. This whole thing will cancel this. That means my tan x will be equals to cos alpha minus sine beta. So this will be the value of my tan x. So tan x will be equals to cos alpha minus sine beta over cos beta plus sine alpha. So that's the way to solve this, and that will be your final answer. So it's quite very easy, and you can easily go on to achieve this result very much easily. All right, guys, thank you for joining. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.